Hi there, this is Courtney with Rockland Web Design. I first want to say congratulations on your new website. Today I'm giving you an intro video showing you how to do a few things with WordPress. The first is to log into the back end. We're also going to look at how to manipulate posts and pages, how to create new users, and how to add media. So the first thing you want to do to log into your website is to go to yourdomain.com/wp-admin. Now I have permission from another client to use their website as a demonstration. So as you can see right here, I have work.cococurtainstudio/wp login. Everything else will pop out at the end, but that's the most important part. So you'll see you come to this interface with a username and password. Hopefully you'll have one created. If not, we can provide one for you. And I'm just going to go log in. The first thing that you're going to see is this little toolbar on the left side. Everything here is just kind of showing you at a glance what to expect, what your website's doing. These are a couple of the plugins that are going on. They're usually pre-installed by us on the website. And the most important things that you're going to be focusing on, especially in a beginner video, is posts right here, media, and pages right here. So I'm going to show you first how to add media. Just go over to media. And you can go to library, add new. I just click on the media button just to give you a look at what's going on here. Now, as you can see, this is a business that's already been established. Their website is already a go. So there's a lot of images already here, but usually you'll start with a blank slate. If you want to add a new image, the first thing that you want to do is, well, there's one of two ways. You go here and just drop it in. Let's try that again. There we go. You'll see the blue bar as it loads. Or you can go up here to add new, and you can select your files. This guy's actually under downloads. Let's see. Let's name it. There we go, right there. You could choose that. So either way is perfectly acceptable for uploading them. If you have bulk images, sometimes it's nice to just go to, your documents and shift click and add as many as you can at once. You can just drag them in, like I said. I'm going to delete this just for the purpose of the video. And actually, I'll keep one up there so I can show you how to manipulate with posts and pages. So the next thing I want to show you is how to add new users. We're going to go to users right here, add new. Now, just put the username. I'm going to use Tom, for example. Tom at Rockland Web Design. Now it's important to put their email because it sends them their username and password. All of this other stuff, if you want to put in their first name, their last name, anything like that, you can. And then you're going to choose their role. I usually choose administrator because we all are editing the website, but if you have somebody that just manages your shop, you have somebody that just writes your blogs, you can assign them accordingly. This is good if you need somebody to manipulate your site in a way that perhaps you don't do it in your department, or you just need a couple of extra hands. So you just click add new user. You can choose to give them a password, or WordPress will provide one for them and they can change it once they receive the email. You just add new user and you're all set. So the next thing that we're going to look at is how to manipulate posts and pages. The biggest difference between posts and pages is post is usually what's on your website and your menu bar. So if you go here to work.cococurtainstudio.com, this is the front end of the website. You'll see, for example, if I go to interior design, this is a page. And most of the time you're going to work with the pages. A lot of people want to manipulate or add photos, add events. Occasionally on the home page, you will work with posts. We work in something that's called a widget area, and depending on your theme that you've chosen, it will always look a little different. These are considered widgets, and sometimes they take featured posts, sometimes they take pages. So if you ever have to manipulate something on the front end of your site, we can totally assist you in doing that. I'm just going to show you, posts are also used for blogs. If you look right here on Coco Curtain's blog, there are a numerous amount of posts. So posts have two features. Pages really have one feature for the most part. And you'll most likely be editing pages over posts. But in the back end, they pretty much work the same. If we go to pages, I'm going to go to all pages and show you the back end. And as you can see, as this is a well-established company already, they have quite a few pages. I'm going to create a test page. So I would go up here to Add New. And here we have the back-end interface of a page. Now, I'm just going to write test 1 so that we know the title of our page right here. This is where we start editing everything, and as you can see, it's blank. But for the most part, most likely once you get your website, we will have already begun having a few pages or editing a few pages for you. So you might have a few there, you might have to create a few. So what you're going to do is I'm just going to make a heading 1. And as you can see right here, all I'm doing is, these are the different headings that you can do. This is pre-formatted. Once you go down, you can type whatever you'd like. Now this guy right here is very important, the toolbar toggle. We also call it the kitchen sink. Sometimes it just appears like this. You'll just see a regular bar. If you go over here, it'll drop down and bring you everything else. You can change your text color. You can change, you can add bullets. You can add links right here as well. You'll see right here in the back end, this is just the text end. This is for if you have any kind of programming skills or you need to manipulate something very specific that requires programming skills. Usually you'll stay in the front end, but if you do have some experience, you can see the codes are in here for that. I'm going to go back here and I'll just show you how to add media to here as well. Click up here. Now I could do one of two things. I could drag my little image back in here again. You'll see it allows me to do that. But I already have it here. I could also create a gallery that's more than one image. But just for the purpose of this, I'm just going to put this guy right in there. You have your URL, your title. You can change that and caption it if you'd like. It's always good for SEO. You could do your alignment. I'm going to choose Align None. This media file here, if you have a certain plugin called, as they do, it's called Simple Lightbox, it will pop up into a lightbox. If not, it's just going to bring you over to a media version of the site. So whenever you click on the image, it'll bring you right here. I usually choose Link to None, but I'll show you how the media file works just for the sake of it. And your different sizes. So we're just going to choose medium. I'll insert it onto the page. If you scroll down here, the only other thing that I think that you'll really need is to set a featured image. If you'd like, that'll bring you right here. Now the featured image won't pop up on the front of the page unless there's a designated area for it. So if there's something that's already on the front of the website that requires a featured image, this would be the place that you change it, but your theme may not always call for it. So I'm just going to click Publish, just so we can take a look at what it looks like once it's published. I'll make sure to always click it or else you'll lose your work. And then I'm going to go up here to View Page. And as you can see, this is my title, this is my first heading, and this was my text. Now if I clicked Add to None before, you would not be able to click this image, but because I put it on a media file, once I click it, it will pop up and allow me to see a closer image of it. Now if I did not have this particular plugin for them, it would just pop up into a new page. So I'm just going to go back to Edit Page. It's taking a minute there. Now we'll go over to posts just so you can see what it looks like. And like I said, posts are usually used either for the front of the website in a particular widget area or it's used for the blog. Otherwise, we generally use pages to generate any items or links on the menu bar, etc. And as you can see here, they have a lot of posts on their blog, and most of them right here are designated to that. So I actually have one already done. I'm going to click on it. As you can see, I have my little little telescope guy, but I'm just going to add the new photo right there. Now I'm going to link to none just so you can see. And pretty much, as you can see, posts and pages are identical on the back end. It just depends on where they show on the front end. That's really the biggest difference. The other difference that you can see here is that you can select categories for your posts and pages, or for your posts, excuse me. So I've selected it as a blog. So in addition on the side, you can see you can have featured images, and then you can have tags. So your clients can search the website for any keywords that you may have in your blog that's important, and you can select a category as to where they appear, whether it's on your blog, whether you have like maybe a bedding blog or a separate place for it. If it does appear on the front end in the special widget area, there will also be a category there for that. And you can edit your categories right here. I'm going to leave this page. And as you can see, I could type in anything. I could type in blog, and then once I do that little check mark on the back end, that'll do it. Now the slug right here is your, Coco Curtain Studio / blog. If I go to that right there, it'll bring me to the blog page. That's all that you're setting your slug to. In addition, you can edit your tags. So you could type in any tag, even the slugs as well for that. And if they search any of these, they'll be able to find your particular blog on the website. I think that's it for the things I wanted to show you for the first part of your video. And again, congratulations. If you need any help, you can always contact us at Rockland Web Design, and we'd be happy to help you with the back end or front end of your website. Thanks so much for watching.